An 11-year-old pregnant girl. The whole village shook. The suspect is an old man. 81 land rumors as fast as fire on dry field. It makes everyone angry and angry. But the truth behind it is even more terrifying. When a secret that's been hidden for years comes to light, is it a tragedy or a conspiracy? Who is really guilty? Hey, join us on a painful journey, but also the extraordinary of Tannen, who stood up from the darkness to reclaim the light for myself. The village is quiet, peaceful with small roofs, nestled by the rice field, suddenly stirred by a terrible news. An 11-year-old pregnant girl. The story unfolds on a winter's morning. When she lies, the village's first water sails were running around intermittent breathing, face in shock. Oh my God, the whole village is safe. She's pregnant. It's like a thunderbolt in the middle of an early market. She's 12 years old and pregnant. Who did that? There's no way people will ever gossip. But when she could hear the doctor in person, when the station said RA, the whole market burst. In the morning, the whole village knows. AI also discusses the most horrifying scenarios. And then that scary name was mentioned, Fan. An 80-year-old man living alone at the end of the village. It's impossible for an old man over 82. But I hear you pass by his house a lot. Does anyone dare to think about this? Outside, the outrage rises like a great storm. In a small house next to the bamboo forest at the end of the village, a young man banged his chair to the ground, red eyes with anger. Hi, only brother. He is also her only living relative. Who hurt my brother? Hi's voice roared as if clenching hands. I lost my mother at a young age. My father went to work away to say goodbye to one of my hands. Now the news is as bad as a knife to my heart. He stared at his sister, his voice choking. Please tell me who. Who did that to you? The two girls were shaking their eyes in panic. She didn't dare to say anything. She just squeezed the edges of her shirt, her shoulders cowering. The silence is like adding fuel to the fire. Hi jumped up and rushed out the door like a wild animal roaring. I'll kill whoever hurt you. He ran straight to Fan's house. Behind the whole village of Theo, like a crowd ready to punish sinners. The door of Fan's old wooden house was smashed open. The old man was skinny and hunched, with white hair against the stick stepped out. His eyes widened, and he looked at the crowd that filled his yard. You old man. What did you do to my sister? Hai Lao came to attack Fan. There were angry screams everywhere. Talk to the old bastard. You ruined a child's pawn. But the strange thing is, Mr. Fan did not protest without clarifying. He just slightly bowed his head in a trembling voice, saying BA from him sorry. The anger in the crowd suddenly died down. He's not denying that he's pleading guilty. Hai like crazy grabbed his collar. Fan shouted. I'm sorry if you did it or not. First time. Fan's fake eyes looked straight at the sea. And the strange thing is, it has no fear. Peace is only pain. When the police handcuffed Fan to take him to the station, then suddenly he turned his head. Looked straight at the bar. His voice was weak but strong enough for the whole village to hear. Grandpa, I'm sorry. The whole crowd was dumbfounded. What did his grandfather say? He's her grandfather, Sao. He died with a white face like a dead man. And Bar trembling. Her eyes were red as if she had just touched a painful memory. No one understands what's going on. If Fan is the grandfather of Tannen, why are there rumors? You are the father of the baby in your womb. Is this the terrible truth that Fan is trying to hide? Or there's another terrible secret? At the police station, Fan sat quietly, skinny hands trembling on the old wooden table. In front of the investigator, flipping through pages of files. Stern voice. Fan, let's clarify everything now. He is pregnant and is the #1 suspect. Do you have anything to explain? Mr. Fan raised his cloudy eyes. His eyes were filled with pain and despair. He sighed softly in a fake but clear voice. I didn't do anything wrong, but she's really my granddaughter. The entire interrogation room went silent. What did you say? The detective looked at the old man in front of him. I can't believe what I just heard. After a brief pause, Fan began to talk. My son's name is Blessed. More than 25 years ago, he left the village for the city. Then he lost contact with me. I thought he'd forgotten about me until 12 years ago. One day, there was a woman with a child who came looking for me. She is the mother of it. She said that Fook died in a traffic accident. Fan stopped for a moment. His throat choked, but the investigator immediately inquired, then why do you live with him? Her mother abandoned it. She said she couldn't feed it and disappeared. I don't know where she's going. I haven't looked for her since. The air in the room became heavy. A police officer using himself. Fan raised an abandoned child for 12 years. But now he's accused of harming himself. But what about pregnancy? The investigator lowered his voice, his piercing gaze. He said he was not the baby's father. Who was the one who hurt the peace? Fan bowed his head. His trembling hands clasped the edge of the table. You dare not lift up, because just think about what's going on. He saw his heart crumbling. But he doesn't remember who did that to him. I don't remember a cop frowning in a suspicious voice. Every night, Fan breathed deeply. His voice broke out in despair. Every night she has nightmares. She's crying and screaming. I once saw him crouching in the corner. The man trembled as if he had just experienced something. It's horrible. But the police chief stared at Fan. And my heart begins to paper on ineffable insecurity. What about the bruises on her body? Do you know anything about that? So Fan gently shook my red-eyed head. I asked him once, but he just shook his head and ran into the room and said nothing. I thought maybe it fell somewhere. But now I think maybe. He paused, his voice choked, unable to speak again. The whole room fell silent. But it's not that simple, a police officer whispered. There's something very wrong here. That's when a young police officer rushed into the interrogation room. Pale face. Captain, I have an important witness. 8 people live near Fan's house. She said she saw a mysterious man. He appeared near his house at night. Many times. The investigator immediately stood up with cold eyes. Give her immediately.